Oops, I always do this. Every single time I do it the wrong way. Every time. You always see my ceiling. Every time. Oh my goodness. All right, everybody. It's 7 o'clock and we are going to get started here. I'm going to bring you up on my iPad. Going to make sure your view is good. Oops, that went down a little bit further than I wanted. But I think it'll be all right. Let's move you just a little bit. But we're going to get started. It's been a while since I've been on teaching you guys how to make a wreath. The end of, let's see, August. Yeah, the end of August and early September, I went on vacation for 2 weeks. And I'm going to move some things out of the way here. And let's see. Hey, everybody. Everybody's hopping on. Appreciate it. I think that we're going to go ahead and get started here. Okay. Got to get my things in order here. All right. I'm going to show you how to cut the burlap with a, what do I call it, guys? A wood burner. And I forgot to bring the plaid version down. It's still not the right, okay, I don't like that view. So we got to turn this around a little bit. See if I can move you and give you a better view. Because I got to have you see more of right here where my hand is. So that's not going to work. Let's see here. I know I'm probably giving some of you a headache right now. Okay, I still don't like that view. And I'm kind of unhappy with it. So let's do it a little bit more. So, real quick, you know me, I already have everything ready to go, but I do want to go over how to cut the mesh with a wood burner. And the reason why, hey everybody, love ya, thanks for joining us tonight. This wreath, you're going to need to do a wood burner. You're not going to be able to cut this with a rotary cutter and expect it not to unravel like crazy. So as you can see, I have my glass cutting board. I have my wood burner. This is the tip that I use. Can you see that? Can you see the tip? And what you do is you're just going to gently go down the middle in between the lines. And we're going to cut these petals 10 inches. Okay? And we just need some to demonstrate how to make these petals. So I just want to show this to you. It's so simple. It really does. See, did you see all that smoke going up? It does reduce the fraying. I believe that this gives a better product to my customers. And I'm just going to do 3. So that's what we're going to do, okay? That's what you're going to use. Look at that smoke. Usually it doesn't smell like that for me, but it did tonight. And I don't even know if you can see the smoke. So, anyways, oh, hi Marie. Thanks for joining. She just ordered a turkey wreath today. All right, so what we're going to do is we've got our 10-inch pieces of poly burlap. This is what we're using. The wreath that you saw, I used a plaid burlap, and the reason why I'm not doing that tonight is, number one, you can't buy it. It's out of stock, and of course, Craft Outlet had it in stock, and I purchased it, I believe, back in August, and they're already gone. So, this petal is inspired by my friend Trish DeStefano, and Trish, if I said your last name wrong, I apologize. She's with Dean Michael Designs. If you do not follow Dean Michael Designs, you need to. She has a YouTube channel, she has a great Facebook page, and she's great. So I want you to go follow her tonight and tell her that I sent you. So what you're going to do with the curl edge up, you're going to just fold over once, okay? And so at this point, Trish would have just gathered all of that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bend one edge over here. I'm going to bend the other edge. Actually, I'm going to bring him in a little bit closer, okay? Do you see what I'm doing? I want to make sure that you guys can see. And then I'm going to gather it. Now, tonight, I went ahead and made these petals ahead of time. So once I gather it, I make my petal, okay? you see that? See how that's doing? Okay, so what I'm going to do is tonight, I did not do this with the other wreath. I went ahead and actually put it on the wreath itself, but just to kind of show you, I just went and took a zip tie, and you don't have to do this part. If you want, if you've got your wreath already in front of you, you can just, you know, do your little thing, and you can just put it right on your wreath, okay, and attach it with a zip tie or a chenille stem, whatever you want. So let's do that again. You're going to make a triangle. You're going to take this edge here and you're going to fold it. Okay, see what I'm doing? And I'm going to fold this edge. Alright, and then I'm going to just gather it. Alright, so at this point I'm not done. Okay, this point I want to just bring my edges out, and I want to form that, like, what would you call that? A cup? You know? So yes, Connie, I love Trish too. And so you could also just do this side, but we're going to use this side. And this is why I tell you that a wood burner is important, because you will have some exposed edges, and it's just really important to, if you do it with a rotary cutter, it's just going to fray. So again, I'm just going to secure this and put this over to the side. I'm going to do one more for you, and then we're going to move on. So do the triangle, fold over, and then gather. And then you're just going to take it and you're going to just form it to what you want it to be, okay? So I'm going to do this. All right. Okay. So did everybody get their alert tonight? I haven't used that in a while too, so that's good. All right, so let me tell you what I did. I started a wreath, and I'm going to show you what we did. And I only started the wreath just to kind of get us ahead of the game a little bit, but you're still going to see the process. So with this wreath, I am using olive green poly burlap. I cut these 11 inches, just a little bit bigger than your petals, but honestly you could probably do 10 inches and it would be fine. Because of the way the petal comes up, you're going to see quite a bit of the leaf, which I really like. So wonderful. If you do me a favor, add this video to your timeline. Don't add it to any of the groups, but add it to your timeline, and then you will have it, and you will have it for next time when you want to sit down and make it. So for just the outside, we're going to use chenille stems, okay? This is the only part. As you can you see that I connected a piece of canvas to the middle? Just to the middle section, and I'll show you, that's the last layer, and I'll show you that in a little bit. So, you've seen this many times before. You know what? I forgot to add this to my group, Wreath Creators and More. Yes, we don't allow lives in the group, but that's my group. So if somebody could share it to Wreath Creators and More, I'd appreciate it. So you're going to take your your chenille stem, and you're going to go on this side of the bracket, and you're going to wrap it around so that it can't go anywhere, okay? I've showed you that many times. So nothing's changed, still the same old technique. So we're going to meet in the middle, and then we are going to gather. I'm going to flip it around, see my little bow tie, and I'm going to add it right here, and I'm just going to twist it really good. Okay, I'm going to leave that like it is. Over here, now, what you're going to do, let me show you with another bracket here. We're going to do a bracket with a leaf, a bracket with a leaf, and then we're going to go back in the middle of those two leaves and do another leaf on top. So, let me get another one of these chenille stems. So again, I'm going to take this. Now this doesn't have a bracket in the middle, which is okay. Alright, I'm just going to twist it here. Okay, that's all I'm doing. We're going to take a leaf, and we're going to do the same process again. We're going to gather it, mix a bow, and then we're going to just add it right here. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go over here. We're going to put on our last leaf, and it's in between the two bracket sections. Okay, I'm sorry, Sherry. This is a 10-inch wreath frame. I did not share that with you guys. 10-inch wreath frames. I really like to get my wreath frames from consumercrafts.com. It's just an amazing, it's just an economical place to get your wreath frames if you use these kind of frames. And if you're a wreath maker and you sell wreaths, you want to keep your costs down, and I think it's $1.57. Their shipping is ridiculously cheap, and a lot of weekends they offer free shipping. On a lot of weekends they offer 20% off. It's just a great place to get frames of all sizes, and if you're wanting to make some money selling your wreaths, it's a great place to get those. Consumercrafts.com, and you've heard that before. So as you can see, we've got this done. So now I'm going to put a petal in each of these. So I'm going to move these to the side. And like I said, I already had these done just so that it would save us a little bit of time. So if this wasn't alive, I probably would just be making these and putting them in and not even zip tying them. So I'm just going to take one and I'm just going to attach it like that. And then I'm going to take my Chanel stem, I'm going to take it down on both sides of the bracket, and I'm going to twist it underneath. Okay, and that's it. Very easy. So, okay, another one. All right, who is in Wreath Creators and More? If you are in Wreath Creators and More, that is my wreath group with Michelle Noble of A Noble Touch, and we like to get into trouble together. That's me and her. Anyways, give me some hearts if you're in Wreath Creators and More. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate it. I got my nails done yesterday. If you saw my live, these are the dip nails. So I just thought I'm going to share with everybody me getting my nails done. Just thought it would be fun. So again, I'm going to do this, and then I'm just going to take one on each side and twist it underneath. Really easy. Okay. All right. So basically what we did was we put a petal with each leaf, okay? And let me show you which bar basically, this is basically the bar that it was twisted on top of. So that's kind of what you're going to shoot for. So now that we put all of those in, you see that we have gaps in between each. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take, this is what I find very easy, is I'm just going to take a zip tie, and I'm just going to put these around each one of in between these, and then we're going to put more petals. Very simple. Okay, we'll just do those for now, and I'm just going to show you how fast this can go. So we're going to do this. Did you guys know that I'm offering business coaching now? Basically, it's a one-on-one coaching, and I just, there's my wire cutters. I love these. I surpassed 4,000 sales on Etsy, and one of the biggest questions I always get is, how did you do it? How do you sell on Etsy? How do you get found on Etsy? How do you set up a business page? What do I need to do on my Facebook business page to generate some business? So if you are wanting or interested in having a one-on-one session with me, I will give you 2 phone calls, and I will check all your sites, and I will give you what I think, and we will come up with a game plan for you so that it's coordinated for you. And this way it gets you started on doing what you need to do on Instagram, on Pinterest, on Facebook, on Etsy. So I only have so many spots that I can do because I only have so much time in the day. So my slots are limited, but the link is in the description of this live if you're interested. So as you can see, we already got that in. So I'm going to add some more. Again, I try to be quick with these lives because, you know, there's probably other lives to watch tonight. So, I know you guys have places to be on Facebook. You know, it's okay. So, well, you're welcome, Verna. I hope that it helps. As I am showing you, I'm still on that bar, okay? I'm just going in between. So I'm just putting these in here because it just makes it easier for when I need to put my petal. Okay, so we're gonna put one over here. And you can move some over if you need to. Tina, when this will be on replay and you'll be able to watch it again, I've already used all the mesh that I had cut. So add this to your timeline and you'll be able to watch it over at the very beginning, because I get right to it. Okay? It's very easy to do. We're just going to keep putting, and as you can see, you could even do the back of the petal if you wanted. I just thought this was kind of pretty. I'm not sure what this reminds me of. Again, I'm not very good with names of flowers, so if you can help me out and tell me what you think it's called, you know, what it makes you think of, I'd appreciate that. So who's made a Christmas tree wreath? Who's getting ready for Christmas? I'm already making Christmas trees and sending them out. I've been sending them out since last month, August. And I love it when my customers get ahead of the game and give me time to get them done. It's great. So if you haven't gotten my Christmas wreath tutorial, make sure you go to my Etsy shop and do that, and then you can join my Facebook group. Okay, we missed one. One needs to go right here. I forgot one. Oh, and in that Facebook group, they learned how to make the poinsettia wreath that I designed for Country Sampler magazine. Is this yours? Julie's Wreath and Creations. I'm not sure. Anne, I'm not sure what you're asking, but let's see. Okay, somebody just asked, how do we add it to your timeline? Okay, I'm going to spell it for you because Facebook doesn't like this word when they use it in a live. You're going to hit that S-H-A-R-E button, okay? I know I'm being silly, but again, Facebook doesn't like that word, so I'm not going to say it. At the bottom right hand or left hand corner, you can tell me where that button is, the S-H-A-R-E. And I know that I'm going to put this on YouTube, and this was a live on my Facebook page, so I'd like to add it to my YouTube channel because I have a lot of subscribers who still want to see these tutorials. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands this was a live, but now it's on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube right now. Okay, so, all right, thanks everybody. You're so sweet to help me out here. Okay, so we have the first layer. So now we're going to go through and we are going to use, okay, so we've put the petals basically on this rim, okay? So now we're going to put the petals on the next rim. And so what I want you to do is just kind of go through there and just find the spot where you want to start, okay? And it's always good to know when you're using these zip ties is you want the flat end facing up, all right? So now I'm going to just put some of these in, and okay, so then this way, when it's, so that way it's down a little bit, but not too far down, okay? So I have a strand here, I'm just going to trim that, and you're going to have strands from time to time, okay? It's okay. So, all right. You're going to just kind of move this around. I think I want to move it so it's facing me so I can see it better. Okay. Let's see. Couldn't I use Deco Mesh? That's a good question, Trisha. I do believe that Trisha of Dean Michael Designs has used the Deco Mesh. You know, if you use the Deco Mesh, you might want to use 2 layers just so that it's I don't think opaque is the right word. It's dark enough, I guess is the word I'm looking for, that it covers up the wreath frame, because the last thing you want to see is the wreath frame through your mesh. And it's definitely worth a try. I haven't tried it yet, but that doesn't mean you can't do it with Deco Mesh. Okay, so give it a try and let me know how it goes. All right, so we're just kind of, so far we're just kind of going in between each one, and I'm just running my zip tie through. Who has started on Christmas wreaths? Jody, the petals are 10-inch, this is 10-inch poly burlap cut at 10 inches. The leaves are cut at 11 inches. Yes, zip ties used to always mess me up too, Donna. I did. One day I said, I'm going to figure this out and stop messing with it. And so I use zip ties on a daily basis. So it's really hard for me to mess it up anymore. So, all right. So do you know which we're still going? See, I even twisted that one around. I got to twist it the other way so it'll work for us. Something always has to, you know, give me a problem here. There we go. Okay, guys, we're working on this frame. I'm going to keep reminding you there. So it started acting like fall here in Michigan, and then yesterday it decided not to. It started acting like summer again. And again, today it started acting like fall, but I looked at the weather and it's going to be acting like summer again. So, oh, wonderful, Lisa. You've made the trees. Cool. Yeah, putting lights on the trees are great. Alrighty, so we're going to find the thing here, and I could probably add some more zip ties. You know what sometimes I do is if I put a zip tie in, and I put several, sometimes I zip tie a zip tie to the other zip tie. Does that make sense? So instead of zip tying to this one, I'll zip tie to that one, which is, you know, defeats the purpose of using the zip tie. I know. Alrighty. Do another one. And as you can see, this can go pretty quickly if you make your petals up ahead of time. And then I'm going to show you how to do the middle. And the middle is just my looped center. And I know that a lot of you do that center. But we're going to use cording. It's what they use for macrame. Do you know what that is? The cording for the macrame? I'm not sure if I'm making sense, but this is what it is. And I'm going to explain to you why I use that, okay? Because I did like the brown, the dark brown tubing, the jute flex tubing, and then I guess they stopped making it. It's like, what's kind of frustrating is this. They make a mesh or they make a poly burlap, and then everybody starts using it, and then they stop making it. So it's kind of frustrating. And if you're just catching up, we're putting the second layer of our petals. And if you're wanting to know how to make the petals, just add this video to your timeline. Use that bottom left button to add it to your timeline, and you'll be able to watch it from the beginning. Okay. Alrighty. So, but I love fall. It's probably my most favorite time of the year. I think fall is like a lot of people's favorite time. Am I right? I think it's the beginning of all of the holidays, and it's the beginning of the cooler weather. But then I do like spring too. So, how many petals altogether? Tammy, I'm not sure. I'll have to try to count this at the end. I do know I used at least a roll and a half. I should have told you guys that. you're going to use at least a roll and a half. So, but I like the way, if you look, can you see the dimension it's getting? I really think that's really pretty. So let's add some more here and just keep adding to that bar. Love Michigan summer. Where do you live in Michigan, Maria? I am in the Metro Detroit area in Chesterfield. Okay. I'm sorry if I missed some of your questions. I apologize. I'll try to go back and answer them at the end. I just get so focused on wanting to get this done and to show you a completed project and not use too much of your time, because I know your time is valuable. My time is valuable. Your time is valuable. And I saw that somebody in Wreath Creators and More today said that they didn't watch the lives because they're so long. And I'm like, I get that. I understand that. That makes sense. That's all right. But I do my best to kind of shorten these up, you know, to get to the point and to teach you something. So I hope you guys can endure the rest of this with me. So it looks like, yep, we're getting close to that second layer, and then we'll do another layer, and then we'll work on the middle, okay? Oh, where are you? Oh, you're in Flint? Cynthia's in Flint? Kathy is in Kalamazoo. Hey, Sherry, I'm in Sterling Heights. I used to live there. So, yep, we moved from Sterling Heights to Chesterfield. Oh, about, when was it? No, I guess it's going to be, it's 5 years. Oh my goodness, I was like 8 months pregnant with my son Crosby when we moved here too. So, oh, Florida. You know, I feel bad. I see my posts from my Florida friends because they'll share those, you know, those fall posts, and it'll show, you know, you guys get fall and we still have the heat, you know. So let me look at this. I think we might be done here. Let me look at it. I'm going to stand up and look at it. Yep, I think that's enough petals. So how many petals did we use so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we did 18 around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We did 13 on this. So 13 plus 18, where are we at? Help me out. That's what? 31. So that's a whole roll right there. That's actually more than one roll of poly burlap. So at this point, if you wanted to make a center that was really big, I don't have, you could stop right here. I'm going to show you, I have a really big center, but this is kind of the wrong, you could just end it there and put something big in there, okay? You could do that. This is just an example because I had that already made. But that kind of does look pretty, doesn't it? That yellow on yellow. Maybe I'll have to try that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one more layer, and this is where we're going to use the plastic canvas. And I'm going to flip it over so you can see, okay? So I'm going to try to start them around here. So I'm going to put my finger there to kind of give me an idea of where I want my zip tie. All right, and I'm going to bring it up and put a petal. Now at this point, I'm just wanting to get enough of these. And if you want, you can trim some of these off so that when we put our wire down there, it might be a little bit easier. But for right now, this is what I'm going to do. Let's see. The video stopped. Is it going? Am I still going? It's still going for me on my iPad. And I see my phone is still going. So it might be where you are, your internet service maybe. So I'm going to look, and I'm going to put my finger down there, and we're just going to put it next to this one. Christina, I see you're watching. Hey lady. Need to Wreath group. They just hit 50,000 members. Way to go to Christina. If you're not in need to Wreath, make sure you join the group. And okay, so we're going to do that. Alrighty. So who's heard about Creators Crafting with Julie and Michelle? That started up, and we've done 3 lives, but if you want to join that, message me and I will get you. I will even leave the link in this live. Just show you how to get a membership in that. Michelle made the most absolutely beautiful topiary today, and it was just gorgeous. We were all talking about how you can make them and like rent them out for weddings. You could make some money that way. And then, let's see, I did an owl wreath last week, and then she did a fall harvest tree. That looks amazing. And let's see, this next week I'm doing a Santa wreath. And then she's doing a poinsettia that she does. And then I'm doing a snowman Christmas tree, or snowman, not Christmas tree, what do you call it? Lighted tree, basically. So, anyways, but if you want to do that, you can still join. You can watch all the live replays for that. Let's see, if you're wanting to make Christmas gifts, you know, I have lots of wreath tutorials on YouTube, on here on Facebook. So if you're new, if you've never watched one of my lives before, let me know in the comments. And you can check out, Trisha, the group is named Creators Crafting with Julie and Michelle. And I can add the link if you want to look into it. Alright, so I'm going to just keep, how many are we doing here so far? We're almost halfway through. So that was 5, so I think we're going to do at least 4 more. So the outside was 18, 13, 31. So we're up to 36 petals so far. So you're not going to use a lot of the second roll, but you will definitely need the second roll. And as you can see, I'm just trying to stay to the next one. Okay, there's no, can you see that? Not sure if you can see that or not, but it's there. Okay. If you're, if you haven't seen my Christmas tree centerpiece, that's made with the flower tree tutorial, and I did a live in that group. Let's see, the beginning of August, and showed them how to do that. So there's always something to learn. There's new ways. So I have YouTube videos, plus I have, well, thank you, Marilee. Barbara, wonderful. Nancy, thank you. Welcome to the lives. I try to do them more often. Been on vacation, kids in school, you know how that is. Life, you know, after summertime, it's like getting life back into session, basically. So welcome to the page here. If you haven't liked and followed my page, make sure you do that so that you always know what's going on in Julie's Wreath Boutique. All right, see, we're almost done here. And then we're going to start on the cording. Alrighty, I'm looking at the, oh my goodness, thank you, Mela. You are so sweet. I appreciate it. I hope that you feel that if you purchase a tutorial from me and you're able to join a Facebook group, that you learn even more. That is kind of my passion. My passion is to help other stay-at-home moms, grandmas, single women, everybody, men, doesn't matter. learn how to do what you love and to be successful at it. If you would have asked me 3 years ago when I started this, this is my 3rd year anniversary of making wreaths. If you would have asked me if I would have a Facebook group with 74,000 people in it and tutorials that people purchase from me and they want to know how to do what I love to do, I would have said you were crazy. If you would have asked me, do you believe that you could help your family in a way that it would change their lives? I'd say you're crazy. But you know what? It's possible, and that's why I'm doing my one-on-one business coaching. So if you want a one-on-one approach, click on the link above and get your spot. I just talked to a sweet lady named Angel today. No, Mary. Her last name is Angel. And just a sweetheart. And she makes these amazing fairy gardens in the little teacups and just beautiful stuff. So we worked with her today. So, and another lady yesterday and another lady before that. So as you can see, I have to be able to manage my time. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. What do you guys think of that? I think that's pretty. So wonderful, Teresa. Thank you for joining us. Yes, Rhonda, you'll have to watch. Oh, thank you, Violet. You can do this too. It is easy. This is not hard, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this away and we're going to work on the middle section. Before I do that, I cut a piece of plastic canvas to kind of fit right in between there, okay? I cut this earlier. What I tend to do is I have these itty bitty tiny wreath frames and I just kind of use them as a guide. So that's what a 6-inch frame looks like. So I'm already loving that. Y'all recommended yellow during my nail appointment yesterday, so I think the yellow is pretty. So how many did we use? We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what's 18 plus 13? 31 plus 9. So 40 petals is what is on that. Okay. This is, I found this, I believe, at Pat Catan's, but I do know that Hobby Lobby sells it. I have not looked for it at Joann's, but I bet you they do. And I'm not sure about Michael's. You'd have to look. But here's the thing. You could use yarn, dark brown yarn, in place with this. If you can find the dark brown tubing, or any color tubing really, you can use that as well. It doesn't have to be this. So I'm just gonna make this. Now what I do know that this isn't as flexible to use as the jute tubing, which I really like. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie and make it a little knot at the end, just because this does unravel more easily. And then I'm just going to cut it right there, okay? So then the knot's at the end. So what we're going to do, and I've showed you how to do this before, we're just going to take it and we're going to use our hands, and then we're going to just wrap. That's 3 times 4, 5, 6. This is a little bit harder to deal with than the tubing, so you're just going to have to work with me here. Be patient for me. I think we're going to use these smaller zip ties. Alright, so we're going to do this in the middle. I'm going to take my zip tie and I'm going to run it under the bottom and then go over the middle section here, over on the other side, and then I'm going to just secure it. Now when I first started doing these, I used to just use Chanel stems, but I do find that the zip ties work better. So that's what you're going to look like when you start. So we're going to take some more, and we're going to try to attach it over here now. Okay. Thank you, Orphe. Did I say that right? Hi, Debbie. You're watching. Is that nylon? I think this is nylon. It's in the macrame section. I think it was near the yarn section in Pat Catan's. And I think at Hobby Lobby, it's in the very back. It's not near the yarn section. It's in a different section. But it's in the back of the store. So we're going to keep doing this, and what I do, I'm going to show you kind of what I just did. Okay, so that one is going that direction. What I did is I went behind it and attached one going the opposite direction, okay? So I'm going to keep doing it. Use my hands here. I'm going to wrap them. And I do like the tubing better. If you can pick out a color of tubing that you like, use the tubing. I use this because I like the dark brown center that it provides, but you know, you could do all sorts. I think the yellow was actually quite pretty. Who thought the yellow was pretty? Joan, you were making your owl. I can't wait to see it. Make sure you share it. Yes, Marilyn, I have tried it with yarn, and I have a video of me showing you with a yarn. It was the video where I showed you how to make a flower wreath using material, just fabric from the store. And as you can see, I'm kind of going around and I'm pushing up parts here. Okay, it's just a little bit harder to work with, I will be honest. I'm not going to lie to you. I like the tubing better, okay? But yes, you could definitely use yarn. Absolutely. I would use the thicker yarn though. I would not use the real thin stuff because you're going to be there all day wrapping, okay? So you're kind of seeing the look that it's coming across. So, yes. Oh, good, Linda. I'm glad you like the yellow. I thought the yellow was pretty too. I was kind of surprised how it looked. I'm going to make sure that you guys can still see what I'm doing here. And we are almost done. So just be a little bit more patient with me and we will put this all together in a moment. Now, at the end of all this, I'm going to spray my wreath. I'm actually going to cover my middle section with some like press and seal. And then I'm going to spray it with Rust-Oleum. It's over here. Let me see if I can get it. And it's just going to be backwards. I'm going to spray it with clear matte Rust-Oleum acrylic spray. Just the yellow petals, okay? And the green petals. And that's just going to help. It's not going to prevent fading, but it's going to help with the fading if it's in direct sunlight. So I just like to do whatever I can. So now we're kind of running out of room here. Sorry. I'm telling you, I mean, this is an alternative. This is not my favorite thing to work with, I will be honest. But I think I paid $9 for that roll, which is pretty cheap because I'll probably be able to get, I don't know, not 10, but I'll probably be able to get, move that out of the way, at least 8 centers, so that's pretty cheap with this. So we're going to put another one here. Just keep wrapping. Yeah, Bunny. Just add it to your timeline and you'll have it. Oops. See, it's just not as flexible as the jute tubing, which is what I like, but it's still going to look nice. We're still going to make it look good here. Is anybody still making Halloween wreaths or fall wreaths? Let me ask you that. What are you making? We know Joan just made an owl wreath. Oh, Trish, that's a great idea. Do it white. Absolutely. Yep. There you go, a daffodil. You could even do some ruffles around the center. Could definitely do that. You make fuzzy centers out of this? I want to see one of your fuzzy centers, Patricia. Okay, so I think we're almost done. You did some hair bows, Sherry? We, you know, have quite a few hair bows in our house, let me tell you. I have a 7-year-old and she's got long, beautiful blonde hair. So yeah. Okay, so I think I need one about right here, and then I think we'll be just about done here. add this. I'm just going to kind of go over here. Let's see here. I wish we could like play music and it not be a copyright issue so that, you know, I feel like you weren't sitting here listening to my ramblings. I apologize if I'm rambling. Oh, cool. While we're watching me, Kathy's making a, you know what? I do have an orange center that I can show you guys. I think this is going to be the last one. That is the edge. Okay. It'd be cool if you could find brown zip ties this size, but I bet you they would be expensive. All right. So there's a few spots. These are a little bit more, so I'm going to just kind of pin them down with a zip tie here and there. Yeah, you could do pom-poms. That would be really cute. Oh, good, Janet. That's awesome. I love to hear when you're teaching others. When teaching others how to take something that you can get at Dollar Tree and make something beautiful out of it. So, I think that's about good. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut my little things here. All right. So we're going to move that out of the way. So there we go. We have the brown center. Okay. Move some things over here. And I'm going to put this back up. But I'm actually, yes, when you say daffodil, I can see a daffodil. Definitely. I'm going to reach over here. Hold on. I have this orange center that I used in something else. So that's what it would look like if you put an orange center in it. I think that's pretty. So as you can see, tell me what you think of the orange. But we did make the brown. So I think I'm going to just do the brown here. So let's do the brown. I almost feel like this might be a little big. I think you could make this center just a little bit smaller. So what do you guys think? Brown or the orange? I'm kind of thinking brown just because it's fall. So I think I'm going to keep with the brown, as you can see here. So what I'm going to do, this is how we're going to connect it, okay? And then we'll be done. I'm going to take a piece of wire. And this is what I'm using. I don't even know if you can see this. Can you see that? It's just a piece of wire. And let's see. I'm going to pull this out. This cording does kind of hook onto that poly. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go in the middle. Okay, I'm going to find a spot here. And then I'm going to go on the other side where, do you see where the zip tie was? I'm just going to go on the other side of that. And then pull it this way. Okay. So then I'm going to do is, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to run it in between there and I'm going to see, this is where I probably should have, and you guys can do this, you could trim up these ends a little bit so that you could see what you're doing just a little bit better than I can right now. Okay, so I'm just trying to find, there, I got that one. And we're going to just, I'm standing up as I'm doing this here. And my wire is bending. Come on, wire. So, oh my goodness, there's all these little tabs. I'm just noticing this. It's been such a while since I've done a live that I see, okay, this has got caught here. I see all the little tabs at the bottom of the page that you can say adorable, love, jealous, gorgeous, fun. I love it. Are you guys seeing the little tabs at the bottom of your screen? So, Okay, let me sit down. My back is hurting now. There's an issue. This is it. Yes, I can see it in the iPad, and it's bugging me. And I'm like, which petal is that? So I'm just going to, and again, you're going to get some strands that you're going to have to trim. So I'm going to pull I'm holding this up because I don't want to lay it down. And I'm just going to twist it, okay? And then I'm just going to run the wires down there, lay it down, and that's the finished wreath. So how do I cover the back? I take a piece of felt that I traced around the frame, and what I will do is I will poke holes through and attach it with my zip ties and turn my zip ties under, and then that way you have a nice finished back. Okay, so I'm not going to make you watch that step. That's just kind of redundant to watch that step, to be quite honest. And then I'm just going to go through and I'm going to adjust my leaves a little bit, separate them. I like the look of the extra leaves for this wreath. And you could do this on a regular sunflower wreath too. You know, just add more leaves. Why not? You could do this on many, many wreaths. Okay, so what do you guys think? Did you learn something new tonight? I hope you did. If you're not in Wreath Creators some more, we'd love to have you join. If you like the way I teach, you can buy some of my tutorials and you can learn more. If you're wanting to know how to grow your business and to learn more about how to help get that jump started for you and get going, I would love to be able to help you. The link is in the description above. So, you all have a wonderful evening, and until next time, I don't know, what do you think we should call it, Rhonda? What should we call this flower? Tell me in the comments below. And I don't know. I know dahlia, just so many different dahlias. I have some right now. So, anyways, thank you for joining me, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.